All right, let's get started. What's up, everybody? Let me clear these things from the screen here. Party starts now. Welcome to our broadcast. I'm Leighton Hart from Market Street Media. Today we're going to talk about how to attract more leads to your business using Google My Business. So get comfy, grab a pen, cup of coffee, a soda pop, whatever it is you need, and get comfy. We'll do a little learning here in just a minute. We're going to get right to it. Let me just check all my settings here to make sure that you can hear me, that I can see what's going on with you, and that we're good to go here. So awesome. Hey, if you're watching, drop a comment and just say, hey, I'm glad to be here, or tell me where you're watching from. That'd be awesome. Always happy to be here sharing with you. This is my favorite thing to do in my in my whole life. I love producing podcasts. I love podcasting, and I love teaching in this kind of setup. So really happy to be here. Webinar days are always my favorite days. So again, I'm Leighton Hart with Market Street Media. We're going to dive right into this thing, and let's go. Who's ready? You ready? If you're ready, hit the like button. Hit a reaction, hit a response, make a comment. Let's do this. All right, here we go. Today we're going to talk about how to attract more leads with Google My Business. Again, today we're going to talk about how to attract more leads with Google My Business. My name is Leighton Hart. I'm co-founder of Market Street Media, and let's get to it. A little bit about me. I'm the co-founder of Market Street Media. Like I said, I'm a podcast host and producer. I'm a blogger. I have a long background in marketing and sales, and I will just freely admit here that I'm a marketing and social media geek. If I'm reading something, if I'm doing research, if I have downtime, I am reading about marketing, I'm playing on social media, I'm just diving into how businesses grow and how people use social media to grow businesses. It's fascinating to me. It's my favorite thing. Okay. A little bit about Market Street Media. Market Street Media helps small businesses, helps your small business make more money and enhance your brand without the big costs of using a big agency. What we do is we specialize in digital marketing. I call it social first marketing. Digital marketing, so that's social media, live streaming, email marketing, podcasting, courses, webinars like this, courses like this, and more. So those are our favorite things to do. Those are the things we do really, really well. And it's a ton of fun helping businesses like yours make more money and enhance your brand without the big agency costs. Let's talk about this training today. This training, we're going to give you an introduction to Google My Business, and we're going to tell you how to maximize your profile to bring you more leads. There are 7 sections to this training, and I want to walk you through what those 7 sections are before we get to those sections. So here's what you're going to learn. In the first section, we're going to teach you what Google My Business is and how it helps you. In the second section, we're going to walk you through actually creating a Google My Business profile. What information is it that Google wants you to give it so that it can help share you with more people? In the third section, I'm going to tell you how to use photos to accelerate people down the customer journey, to move them faster from being simply a visitor to being a customer. In the fourth section, I want to show you how to use offers and events to reach more prospects, to kind of turbocharge the results you get from your offers and the events that you hold. In the fifth section, I'm going to show you that you can sell products directly from your Google My Business listing. It's really, really cool how you can do that. And it takes a step out of the customer process because people can just buy directly from you. Then we're going to talk about how to build a volunteer sales force with reviews. It's a really interesting section. You're going to get a lot out of that one. And then we're going to close it out. I'm going to show you how to harness insights, how to harness the data that Google is always collecting to understand exactly what your customer wants. So who's ready? Who's ready? All right, let's get started. Big, deep breath here. Lesson number 1 is, what is Google My Business and how does it help me? So let's get to it. Google My Business, first up, it's a tool that Google has created that lets you manage your business presence across search and maps. The way it used to be done, you used to have to go to a couple different places to optimize this and create this profile and share this information about your business. Well, Google has consolidated all of that into one simple, easy to use tool. It's called Google My Business, and it's available to you if you run or manage a business or brand or nonprofit. Google My Business lets you manage your profile from your desktop or your mobile device. Best of all, it's completely free. It's 100% free. The main ways, there are a few ways that Google My Business helps you, but let's hit the highlights. Let's hit the main ways. Number one, Google My Business makes you discoverable. It makes it so that more people can find you. People that know about you a little bit, it helps them find you. And people who have no idea who you are or what you do, it helps put you in front of those people. Google My Business also keeps customers informed as you have, events, offers, opportunities to share with them, new products, changes to your business. Say you have a new location, or your hours are changing, your contact information has changed, or you have new employees. You can keep customers informed by updating your Google My Business profile. And finally, Google My Business builds customer confidence because the information that you share on your profile is going to help customers understand exactly who you are, what you do, what it's like to do business with you, and it's going to give them more confidence and more trust in you. So let's look at the real numbers behind why this is important. Why having a great profile that's optimized, that shares lots of information about you, why is this important? Let's look at the real numbers. Research shows that 46% of all searchers are looking for local information. And what that means is that when somebody gets online to do a search for a product, a service, a solution to an issue, nearly half of them, they want to use somebody in their neighborhood, in their hometown, in the city where they live. So all things being equal, if you're going to order flowers, most people, or about half of people, start out looking for someone local to provide that service. Insurance, contractors, you name it. A considerable amount of traffic is looking for local information, local people like you to do business with. Here's where it gets even more interesting. So, of the people who did a local search, 72% of those people visited a store within 5 miles of where they are. So if I'm at a home and I've done a local search looking for information on, let's say, a flower shop, chances are that I have then gone to visit a store within 5 miles of where I am. So I really did look locally. I looked in my backyard. I looked in my neighborhood. And here's where it gets even better. So 88% of people, almost everyone who does a local search either calls or visits the store within 24 hours. Local search makes things happen. And think about your business. If somebody is calling you, inquiring about your services, inquiring about your products, don't you feel like you have a really good chance of turning them into a customer if they're picking up the phone and calling you, or if they're walking into your location? It means they're really interested. It means they're engaged. It means they're really, really, really close to buying. So there's power in search. There is power in local search. So the summary here for lesson number 1 is that search leads to contacts, leads to people reaching out to you to get information from you, and contacts lead to sales. Search creates contacts, contacts create sales. That's lesson number 1. Lesson number 2 is we're going to talk about how to create a Google My Business profile. So let's get right to that. It's really simple to do. Creating your profile is very simple to do. All you have to do is go visit Google. I'm tripping over my tongue here. Google.com/business. Visit Google.com/business, And that's how you start this process. And what you're going to do is over in the top right hand, there's a Manage Now button, a blue Manage Now button, or there's one dead center of the screen right there you can see too. And you click that, and that will open the door to your profile. And you're going to start entering information about your business, starting with your name, the name of your business. Now, Google has a verification process, because imagine if somebody that you don't know claimed to be you and claimed to be your business and started entering information. So what Google's going to do before they let you get very far down the road is they're going to walk you through a verification process. In fact, the process that I used when I verified Market Street Media on Google My Business was they sent a postcard to the address that I had entered, and with a code that I had to then enter into Google My Business to unlock the rest of the features. It sounds kind of old-fashioned, but if you think about it, anything that we can do to protect the integrity and the security of our information, improve that we're really the person we say we are, we really represent the business, it's worth it to let that snail mail run and bring that postcard to you. So there is a little bit of a verification process, but after you clear that hurdle, here's what you get to enter. And my encouragement here is to share as much as you possibly can about your business. At a minimum, you're going to want to share your business name, your business location, the hours you operate, some contact information. How do people get in touch with you? An email address, a phone number, things like that. You're going to want to enter your website so that Google will know, exactly where you exist on the web. Then you're going to want to enter a business category and the services you offer. Now, there's a difference between a business category and the services you offer. So a business category is something like it's the general field that you're in. So Market Street Media, we are a marketing consultant. So marketing consultant is a business category. Roofing contractor is a business category. Barbershop is a business category. Then they let you list services that you offer, which you can see that's different than the business category. So services that you offer, and again, I'm using a roofing contractor as an example here. So what are the services that a roofing contractor might offer? Well, they might offer inspections, they might offer repair, they might offer replacement, assistance with drainage, assistance with waterproofing. And so under the umbrella of the category that you're in, then you can list the services that you offer. Deep breath. Okay. Again, share as much as you possibly can. You want Google to know everything it possibly can so it will recommend you to your ideal customer. Feed it as much as you can. Now, Google is very, very good at guessing what you do and linking together information that exists on the web. They're very good at connecting dots. So when you publish a blog post, that's a dot. When you post an event, that's on your own properties, on your social media, and on your website. Those are dots that you're placing out onto the internet that Google is able to connect. But Google's really good at guessing what you do, but businesses who feed Google specific information about what they do will always win. All things being equal, if you and a competitor down the street are performing at the same level, doing the same things to reach out to customers, but you have your profile on Google My Business filled out and optimized, and your competitor down the street does not, you're going to get more traffic. You're going to get more visits, phone calls, people walking into your store, because you have filled in a lot of the gaps for Google. Google doesn't have to guess and try to connect the dots about what you do. So they will put you in front of the people that you want to be in front of. Now, here's the difference that filling in those dots can make, and sharing as much as you possibly can make. So do you see the difference between these two things? So somebody searching for help with their house in Atlanta could search Atlanta contractor. And that's a decent search, right? Somebody's in Atlanta, they need a contractor. So decent search. But if somebody is searching same day roof repair in Little Five Points, which is a neighborhood and an area in Atlanta, imagine how much more specific, just that is, and how much easier it makes Google to recommend your business if you have told Google that you do same-day roof repair, and you're located and you offer service to people in Little Five Points. You can see the difference. It's going to make it so easy for Google to move you to the top of the list. So feed Google as much information as you possibly can and be as specific as you possibly can. Next up, we want to keep our profile updated. I'd encourage you to always keep your profile updated. So you're going to want to edit your profile if you have changes to your location, if you move your office, or if you open a new location, if you're expanding to a new neighborhood or a new city. You're going to want to keep your profile updated if you change your hours, if you add hours, if you take away hours, if you extend the lunch break or whatever. If your hours are changing, you're going to want to change that on your profile. If you add services or take away services, you're going to want to make sure that Google, your profile, accurately represents what you currently do. And then if there are any changes to your contact information, new phone number, new address, new email address, things like that. Keep those things updated all the time. So that's lesson number 2. And the summary is create your profile and feed it as much information as possible. Lesson number 2, the summary is create your profile and feed it as much information as possible. Moving on to lesson number 3, use photos to accelerate the customer journey. Photos are going to be a very, very powerful part of your Google My Business profile, and it can actually help move people along the path or the process to becoming a customer faster. Let me tell you what I mean. Here's a picture. I took this right off the Market Street Media profile when I clicked pictures. I searched Market Street Media and I clicked pictures. And here's some photos. So you can see top left, there are some people recording a podcast in our studio. The kind of middle photo on the left-hand column is the inside of our studio with no one there, what it looks like. And then on the right, you can see there's more people recording a podcast. So this is what it looks like from our lobby looking into our podcast studio. What this does is this helps people get a sense for what it's like inside your location. It helps people see inside your business with no risk. So sometimes we walk in places and we're afraid somebody's going to hit us with a sales pitch, or maybe we're not dressed the right way to come into this certain business, or there's any number of things that may be in our head before we actually go visit someplace and walk into someplace. So seeing pictures helps people get a glimpse inside your business with no risk. So to add to that, seeing photos will help people feel more comfortable when they visit. Imagine, if you're going someplace and there's a couple different ways to access the place, am I going in the right door? What do I do when I arrive? You can walk people through all of that by sharing photos. Here's the picture of the door you walk in. Here's where you go, once you come to our location. And then you can help people get a feel for what it's like to do business with you. And you can kind of show your process in photos. So you can think about showing people first this and then this. I know I've been in restaurants before where it's not really necessarily clear if you're visiting for the first time where you go or where you line up or where you pay. And you can simply add photos that show, here's the first place you go. You can look at the menu here, and then you walk to this station to order, and then you walk to this station to pay, and then you walk to this station to get your drink, and here's where you can sit. So you can kind of lower those barriers that people have, lower that the anxiety or the resistance people have to visiting simply by showing them your process in photos. Here are the types of photos that you can share on Google My Business. So again, think about this. Think about all the ways that you can help your customers by sharing photos. You can help people make it a lot easier, a lot less intimidating to come to your place of business with the photos you share. So imagine sharing some photos outside your location. Show what your parking area looks like. Some businesses have reserved parking spaces that are reserved specifically for their business. So if that's the case, take a photo of those parking spots so that people will know this is where you park when you come here. These are for you. This is the red carpet that's rolled out just for you. Post a picture of your sign. Some places, a lot of the signs look alike. It's crowded. Traffic is crazy. If you can post a picture of your sign so that people know as they're moving through busy traffic or walking down a busy street, oh, that's the sign. That's the location. I know that. That's the place. Because I've seen that sign on their Google profile. Post a picture of the outside of your building. Again, people are busy. They're moving quickly in traffic. They're moving quickly down the sidewalk and street. And so if you can give somebody a mental cue that, oh, yes, this is it. I'm in the right place, that will help tremendously. You can also post photos inside your location. It helps people, again, like we did with our business, helps people get a feel for what it's like when you come in, what your experience is going to be inside your location. You can also post pictures of your employees so that, again, people have somebody that they know that they can reach out to when they come. So if you run let's say a credit union, post a picture of your tellers and your branch managers and your loan officers so that people know when they come in, oh, I know that I can talk to Joyce. I know that I can talk to William. Because I've seen that person, I have a connection to them. I don't have to wander around inside asking, well, are you the right person to talk to? I'm not sure if this person even works there. So posting pictures of your employees can help lower some of those barriers. You can post pictures of offers that you're running, either by just walking around your location and snapping photos, or you can use an application like Canva to create like a graphic, that has details about your offer. You can post pictures of your merchandise so that people know the kinds of things that you sell. If you're known for selling wine and cheese, people may not know that you also sell, high-end cutting boards and knives and cookbooks and other accessories and complementary products. So you can post pictures of all the different things that you sell. And then another great marketing tactic is to show customers engaging with your products or service. A big part of marketing, I think Seth Godin says, marketing is when people say, people like me do things like this. People like me buy things like this. People like me go to places like this. That is great marketing. And so if you can show show your visitors that people like them use your business, use your products, and use your services, it will help people feel more comfortable and lower the barrier to people coming in and visiting and doing business with you. Now, if you're going to use pictures of customers using your products, you're going to want your customers' permission. But if you're keeping people happy, I imagine they will have no problem saying, yes, I would love to be in some pictures of your business. So lesson number 3 is you can add photos to help visitors feel more comfortable when they decide to come check you out. Lesson number 4 is that you can reach more prospects by using offers and events on Google My Business. You can post offers and events on Google My Business, and it's a great thing to do. It allows you to reach a wider audience. When you're posting events and offers, you reach a wider audience. And here's why. Yes, many of us, we already post our offers, we already post our events to our Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and in our website. We blog about those things. We put banners on our websites and we email people about them. And that's valuable. That's good. But imagine putting the power of Google behind that to distribute that information as well. So when you email somebody about an event that you have coming up, Google doesn't really know about that. So again, don't make Google guess about what you do, what you offer, when you're doing events. Just tell Google, and they will help promote that for you by driving it to the top of search results for people that it's helpful to and that it applies to. Here's the type of events that you can share on Google My Business. So types of events. You can share an open house, a customer appreciation event, a grand opening, a sale, a product demonstration, a free class or a workshop or a webinar, all different kinds of events. And so here's an event that we created and shared on Google My Business. It's the very event that you're watching now. So we're doing a webinar on how to attract more leads with Google My Business, and I created that as an event inside Google My Business. Now, let's talk about the data that you can feed to Google about your events. So when you go to create a new listing for an event, here's everything that you have the ability to fill in. You get to fill in the title of your event. And we've done a lot of training on writing compelling headlines and eye-catching titles and things like that. So if you need help with that, we can help you with that. You get to create a title. You're going to tell people, you're going to tell Google the date of your event. You get to write a description. The characters that you get to use are limited, so it's going to be a short description, but they give you enough space to write a really nice, thorough description. And then you get to create a button that drives some action. So you can tell people to click here to book the event, or to save your spot. You can order online, you can buy, you can learn more, and you can sign up. So they give you several options of different buttons that you can attach to the end of that event so that people will take action and engage with your event. Now let's look at offers. So the different types of offers that you can create on Google My Business. You can offer a sale, you can offer a coupon, you can offer a bonus or a free trial or a giveaway. Think about all the different things that you can offer to people. You can create those inside Google My Business. Here's how to do it. It's very similar to building an offer, is very similar to creating an event, but there are some differences. You're going to create a title for your offer. Sometimes offers have limited runs, so you're offering a special promo for a couple weeks, so 2 weeks. So you can enter a start and end date. You get to enter a description of what the offer is all about. You can create a photo. If it's again, it could be a graphic image saying, hey, 20% off all merchandise, or buy one, get one free, buy one, get one half off. You can create a photo that describes your event. You can share a coupon code. If you want people to, if you get 10% off the book if you order today with this coupon code, you can actually share the coupon code there in your event. And then you can share the terms and conditions too. They give you a nice long space that you can enter terms and conditions, because it's always good to have your bases covered there. That's how you build an offer in Google My Business. It's so easy. Like, it's really, really easy. When you get in here and play with it, you're going to discover how easy it is. So lesson number 4 is you can boost your reach by adding offers and events. It puts the power of Google behind your events, so that Google isn't trying to figure out what you're doing and what you're offering based on your blog posts and emails and social media. You're just telling Google, and then Google will serve it up to people from there. Lesson number 5 is that you can sell products directly from your Google My Business listing. You can sell products directly from your Google My Business listing. When you add products to Google My Business, you remove at least one step from your customer's buying journey. Because think about this. If somebody's exploring something and they're looking for you, and they discover on Google that, okay, you sell handmade gold bracelets. One way they can get that is they can navigate to your site, and then they can buy it from there after they visit your site and figure out how to buy it on your site. That's one way to do it. Or you can just tell Google, yes, I sell handmade gold bracelets. Here's a link. People can just click here and buy it. So when somebody searches your business, they learn from your listing, your Google My Business listing, okay, this person is in town, they sell handmade gold bracelets, and I'm going to buy one, and I'm going to send it to my friend or my loved one. So you're taking a step or multiple steps out of the buying journey. When you set up a product in Google My Business, you get to enter as much information as you possibly can about it. So the name of the product, a photo, the category that it's in. So we've added some merchandise, some Market Street Media merchandise to our profile. So the category for the merchandise that we've added is apparel. If we chose to add some of our courses, we would add a category of, online courses or education. So create a category. They allow you to set a fixed price or a price range. So you can say, for us, like our courses range from $10 to $200, or, for example. So you can set a price range. You get to enter your product description, and there's the moneymaker right there. You can create a buy button with a link to purchase right there, so people can purchase directly from your Google My Business profile. The lesson number 5 summary: capture sales more quickly by adding products to your listing. Lesson number 6: build a volunteer sales force using reviews. Lesson number 6 is build a volunteer sales force using reviews. Here's why reviews matter. Reviews are so powerful. Here's why they matter. 88% of customers trust user reviews as much as they do a personal recommendation. So if you ask your neighbor, if you ask your friend, if you ask a coworker, hey, who should I use for, or where would you look for this service? People trust that a lot. People take personal recommendations very seriously. It's very influential. But guess what? People trust user reviews almost as much, or just as much, as they trust those personal recommendations. So if somebody can find reviews of your business where people are saying they had a good experience with you, they got good value from you, your services were priced reasonably and fairly, and got good service, people will trust that. Even though those are reviews from strangers, people do trust them. Next up, 57% of customers will only buy or use a service if it has at least a 4-star rating. So below 4 stars is kind of this black hole, swirling death zone for your business or your products. When people can look at your business and see that you have 4 and 5-star ratings, there's a level of trust there. People feel confident there. And on the flip side, when people can see that your ratings are lower than that, it causes people to pause or to even turn away and use somebody else. This next point is really, really interesting. For 50% of consumers, the next step after reading a positive review is to go directly and visit the website. So if somebody comes to my Google profile, reads a positive review, 5 out of 10 people are going to immediately visit my website and check me out there. So reviews are kind of they lubricate the process. They make it, they help people slide down the journey to visiting me, to checking me out, to looking at what we do and what we offer. Powerful stuff. Here's a review that one of our clients, Spencer Huddleston. Spencer has an awesome podcast on the Market Street Media Podcast Network called The Huddle. And again, we didn't tell Spencer what to say. Spencer jumped in and wrote this review. And look at these words. Look at these. They're powerful words in here. So let's see. Technical savvy, clean, crisp audio, smart and insightful tips. I can always rely on Market Street Media. They're in a class all their own. They take any show to the next level. That's powerful stuff. That's great stuff. Again, I promise you, we didn't tell Spencer what to say. We've created a great experience for Spencer, and he would recommend it to anyone else. That's the value that he's getting here, and that's powerful stuff. Now, Google My Business, they want you to get reviews. They really want you to get reviews, and so they make it really easy. So when you create a profile, you can view reviews directly from Google My Business on desktop and mobile. So as reviews come in, you're going to see those things. You're going to get notified about 5 different ways that you have a new review. They also let you respond to reviews directly from Google My Business. It's almost like a little inbox they have set up there where if a review comes in, you can jump in quickly and respond. Always great to respond to reviews, positive and negative. It speaks volumes when you don't get in and respond to negative reviews. It makes it look like you don't care. And of course you care about your business. Of course you care about about how people perceive your business. So jump in, respond to those reviews. And Google makes it really easy to solicit reviews because they have a link right inside Google My Business in the review section that you can copy this link and send it to people and say, hey, hope you had a great time, a great experience with our service. Love it if you could, submit a review. Again, best not to ask people to tell people what to say or how to review you. But again, you're probably not going to collect reviews unless you're asking for them in the first place. Google makes it really easy to solicit reviews from people. And then when they review them, and then when they review you, I should say, go in and respond quickly. So the lesson number 6 summary, sales will close more quickly when existing customers sing your praises. Your existing customers automatically become your volunteer sales force because they're sharing the value that they received, the great experience that they had, how easy it is, how fun it is, how helpful it is to do business with you. They're telling the world, and that has power. They're your volunteer sales force. Lesson number 7, you can harness Google Insights to learn more about your customers. Google is always tracking what people are doing, for better or worse, but Google will share with you as a profile owner what your customers are looking for. And here's how they do it. They're going to share the number of profile views you get. They're going to share the searches that you're getting. So they will share the actual top search terms that people are using to find you. They will also show you how many people are finding you on maps versus search. Google's also going to share your customers' activity, so your visitors' activity. So they will show you how many website visits you're getting, how many calls were generated from visits to maps and profiles, how many photo views have been generated, and how many direction requests have been generated. Now I want to tell you something that is fascinating to me, and I think the applications for this are just incredible. So when somebody comes and searches your business on maps, people like I tend to my tendency is to think, how much data could there be in a maps listing, and who's searching for me on maps? How much could that really tell me? Well, Google kind of takes it to the next level. You can get an amazing insight from Google My Business because it will show you where people are when they request directions to your business. And you may think, who cares, right? Like, as long as they're requesting business information and as long as they're showing up at my door, who cares? Well, let's think about that for a second. First off, you can use that to see if so many people are visiting and finding directions at this one location that's really close, but they get this far and are requesting directions from a place that's really, really close to me. It could be that they're having a hard time finding you, like finding your location, and you need to go in and post a picture of your building or a picture of your sign, or give people a little bit more direction about how to specifically find you. So if you find there's kind of a log jam of people get to a certain point and then they look for directions, that last mile you may need to fill it in. But let's also think about this. If people are at another shopping center when they search for you, that could be helpful. If people are at a competitor when they search for you, that could be helpful for you to know, because it tells you they're not getting their problem resolved at your competitor and they're coming to you. You can also see if they're coming from a complementary business or service. So imagine you sell ice cream and you can see that people are sitting at a burger joint when they request directions to your business. That's helpful to know. It helps you understand what's going on in people's lives when they choose to seek you out. And then also you can see if you get a lot of direction requests from a certain neighborhood, which may tell you that a lot of your potential customers are kind of gathered up in this one place, and that's where they live. So you can get a lot of data from simply knowing where people are when they request directions to your business. Summary there, lesson number 7 summary. The more you know about your customer, the better you can serve them. The more you know about your customer, the better you can serve them. And Google My Business is going to help you learn a lot about your customers. Now let's take a look at a summary of our training that we've walked through today. In this training, you've learned what Google My Business is and how it helps your business. We've talked about the critical information you need to share with Google to build your profile. We've talked about how to accelerate your customers' buying journey with photos. We've talked about how to boost the reach of your offers and events. We've talked about how to remove an entire step from the buying process by posting your products directly to Google. We've talked about the power of having a volunteer sales force to convert more visitors into customers by leaving reviews. And we finished up by talking how to get inside the mind of your visitors by studying their behavior. Now, if you want to learn more, we love creating courses and sharing great material with you. And so we have a few courses available for you right now on Udemy. First up, we have a course on how to start a podcast from scratch with no money in one day. Next up, our buddy Josh Mancuso is a talented marketer, filmmaker, and he put together a course on storytelling for nonprofits and charities. So how to tell your story, how to tell the story of what you do so that you can impact more lives and get more donations for your organization so that you can then, again, impact more lives. We also, Market Street Media has put together a content marketing growth blueprint. How to take what you're doing, the content that you're creating, and really blow it up and grow it and expand it exponentially so that you're in front of more people, catching people where they are and right when they need you. You can see all that by going to Udemy, udemy.com/user/market-street-media. There's the URL right there. And if you want to visit us, we're at marketstreet.media, www.marketstreet.media. Again, that's www.marketstreet.media. There's all kinds of stuff on our website. So I write a couple blog posts a week, just free training, free education for you on topics related to marketing and social media. So there's tons of blog posts. We have merchandise. We have other courses and trainings. We have links to the tools that we use that make it really, really easy to do our work. So all kinds of information available on our website. I would invite you to go check it out. There's great stuff there. MarketStreet.media. And you know what? You can always just Google us, because I promise you, when you Google us, you're going to find tons of information about Market Street Media. That's our training for today. It's been an honor having you with us. We're so glad that you chose us to help you learn about Google My Business. Thank you so